Among the Dead. Probably one of the most unorganised, cheesy, tacky, unoriginal, lame piece of shit. It is in fact a 20-minute horror film. Someone's calling me. Hello. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Okay, so it's a 20-minute film focusing on one man's journey through a ruined English countryside during a zombie apocalypse. So hopefully it's going to be a zombie film with a difference. That's what we're aiming for. Now this is part being developed for my university course, and it's part being developed for an online community. So I want to make a good job of it. I'm currently waiting for my actors to arrive, my actors, and then we're going to head out for the second shoot. It's pretty much a follow-up of the original shoot we did. I have got some form of script now floating about somewhere, so I'm going to kind of try and make good use of that. Yeah, so because this film is told through this man's thoughts and memories, what he's been through, it's pretty much diary extracts. So we want to use that in the form of a voiceover. We're going to do a sound test, try and record the initial dialogue to open the movie, and we've really got to try and nail it. It doesn't sound too bad. It might sound a little bit cheesy. Might be a little bit of cheese there. We just got to try and get it to sound right, because if this sounds terrible, there isn't going to be an audience for the rest of the film. So yeah, we're going to do the sound test, and we're going to go out and we're actually going to follow up on the shoot we did before, because it also opens with a montage of images, and that's how we're going to try and establish the fact that there's a zombie apocalypse going on. So yeah, hopefully it'll end up okay, and I'll be back with more when we actually get on location. We are on our way to Clouds Woods to film on location for Among the Dead. We have with me Ryan,
yo,
who plays Richard Quinn. Ryan, can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Not really. I'm obviously the main survivor who's
Let's go!
who's on a quest to
Fucking dude!
trek through London.
We're trying to do an interview here, guys.
I met a couple of other survivors along the way. Obviously, my main journey is to find my sister, who's always been there for me. And
Jesus, tractor forward!
I hear isn't the underlying motive that you have to? Is it an evacuation centre or something?
it's in a quiet part of a countryside, I understand. And yeah.
So you're going to be filming a lot of rural areas.
A lot of rural areas, yeah. Obviously, the main focus of the film is based around my character, so it's quite a lot of pressure.
You got to do a lot of voiceover work with like a diary extract.
A lot of voiceover work, but it should be good. It should be good.
Can you tell us a little bit about your role, Dan, in all of this?
Well, not me, I'm driving, I mean.
Yeah, I can see that, mate. You're doing a very good job as well.
This is how they drive Slovakia, by the way.
What?
This is what they do in Slovakia.
This is how they drive in Slovakia.
Richard knows, he went there last summer.
We are now arriving at Clouds Woods. Woo!
Right, Jesus.
What the hell was that?
That's Richard's.
So here we are on location.
This
is a very good location actually. We've used it many times for many different projects. This is the first one we're hoping is actually going to be somewhat of a success. So
But technically this is only actually the second time I've actually used it. Well, the third time, because we obviously the first time was the crappy Dead Men. The second time was when we was testing for the like using the Friday the 13th stuff and obviously killing off people. That was actually really good, but that was about 2 years ago now.
Okay,
and obviously this is the third really important part, which hopefully is actually going to be really good.
So we've got our equipment. We have our zombie killing device, the trusty baseball bat.
Trusty baseball bat. Obviously, the main threat obviously among zombies is obviously kind of like a gang of the apocalypse that's just going around obviously for fun, because they can get away with anything. There's no laws. It's kind of like martial law. They just go around killing zombies and they rob people. They just do it for fun of it, and that's obviously.
And you have to take these guys on.
I have to take these guys on.
Looking forward to it. Let's do this shit.
Let's do this.
So, Dan, now that you have free hands, you're not driving. Can you tell us a little bit about your role in this film?
I'll do a bit of everything really.
Are you an actor?
I'll do a bit of it all really. Do a bit of acting.
I see.
I've actually got a script sent to Hollywood to say about the nipple one, about nipples.
So far today we spent how many hours in a boiling hot attic?
Roughly around about an hour and a half, just over an hour or so.
Camera.
How did that go?
It was very hot.
That was initial shooting.
Hopefully it looked really good.
We're not entirely sure how the sound recording went. camera angles and everything look fine. We was experiencing some grain problems on the camera, some noise. It doesn't actually show up on the computer monitor, so that's a plus. So everything should look okay. It's just the sound, isn't it? It didn't come through that well, so.
It's just the sound, but hopefully we can put that right and resurrect that by doing sound overs and putting it with the footage. So hopefully that'll look pretty pro.
Record it all separately.
Record it all separately.
Let's face it, it's just a massive bell. Equipment.
I understand, Dan, that you was doing some sound engineering earlier. You was monitoring the sound levels.
Well, technically, I invented sound.
You invented sound.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus, Kate, I'm now going to show you apparently how the Slovakians run. So this is a Slovakian run by Richard and Dan.
Which we went last summer. Again,
Show us how the Slovakians run.
Last summer we went there.
Okay.
This is how they ran.
Okay, go for it. What the fuck is that? So they run like they shit themselves.
Yeah. So that coming from the man who apparently invented sound.
Invented sound is directing a Hollywood film about nipples called A Nipple Too Far.
A Nip Too Far.
A Nip Too Far.
Apparently that was a better title than the original what he come up with. So
who's he getting to go in that? Didn't he want Mel Gibson or something?
he wanted Mel Gibson. I heard it was Charlie Sheen as well who was
Charlie Sheen
in negotiations. You'd never know.